of the SEC, they're leading the
What's
fight.
up,
It's
brothers?
time to get him out of there.
This
by
is the
putting
XRP
pressure and
Cowboy.
real oversight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me make something
You guys,
very
this
clear.
is important. I
have
saw this
never
on
heard
Digital
such
Asset
strong words stated by
Investors
John
channel.
Wheaton before.
Let me say this.
A cancer to the United States.
I said this on Digital Asset Investors channel, and it stands fucking strong. And when I was saying it, I was listening to his video. No one was listening to me. I was in a garage drinking a Cold Blue Mountain. But we're gonna get into it right now. Let's do this.
It's a cancer to this system. And the biggest slap of the face to
I
the
feel like
American
I'm looking
people
at a dick
is
with ears
daring
right now.
to use the word honorable
Wait.
before having the name Gary Gensler. in
Mine
front
had
of
ears.
us.
Yeah.
There's nothing honorable about Gary. And just look at his little
Oh, come on,
eyes.
fool. I don't want to hear
That
about
right
this
there, my
asshole.
friends, is the death stare given by an individual who's using American taxpayer money to annihilate their own wealth. What an abomination to society. And if nothing else, all of you need to know that we're closer
All of
than
you
we've
need to
ever been
know.
before to getting him the hell out of there.
He's
Now,
got to
ladies
go.
and gentlemen, with
This
that
is
being
what we're
said,
waiting for. He
I have
says
this
something
post
real
from the
important.
AI showing my friends at the Black Swan Capitalists
This is really
discussing an
important.
XRP price set. They stated the price is going to be set, and it's going to have
Just
to
listen.
be
If
set
you
at a
listen
high
to it,
price.
wait, because I
And
have a
that's
little
also
bit of
what was
input.
told by a few other
And
people.
we're gonna moon.
And while I don't necessarily agree, I want to extrapolate on this point
Let's get
after
to it.
you guys listen to what he has to say.
And I actually asked him to go ask his superiors if he knew anything about XRP. You're not going to believe what he said. We know about the technology. We are not sure what's going to happen with XRP itself because of the lawsuit. But we are still having an emergency plan to adopt the central bank digital currency that Ripple provides. So that is still happening in emergency. My point, though, is that the acceleration is still happening behind closed doors. None of this would have taken place unless there was an agreement. And again, it goes back to the financial system. I believe it's going to be the chain reaction to banking crisis is non-accident. They're going to let this thing contagion spread to where the crisis is big enough to where the Federal Reserve really can't do anything about it, or the FDIC, to where the IMF will have to step in. And if we look at Ripple, they've been working very closely on high-level discussions on financial technology with the
Money-making group.
IMF, and not just the
Chiming
IMF, some of the other larger institutions too. So I believe they're going to create a situation where it's going to be a big problem where the IMF will have to step in, and they're going to do something with the XRP, but the price is going to be set.
Okay, I don't know about price set. I think for the price to be set, that means someone's going to have to buy a majority. I don't know, but anything's fucking possible in this world. But what he said was the banks were going to struggle. The Fed would have to step in. There's going to be a continuation of these banks falling apart. Money-making group, if you hear that chime, we're blowing it up, talking about XRP. And, here's the thing. Continuation of what's happening, and the Fed will not be able to fight it anymore. So you got old co versus new co, right? The old ways, the old guard versus the new guard. And there's a fight going on. But, we're at the beginning, Brad said we're working with the banks, at the beginning of all this shit show. But not the beginning of XRP. But point is this. He said something extremely important about how the IMF would have to step in, International Monetary Fund. And they're like the bank for the banks, right? Shit. Money-making group, stop. But here's the thing. This is the interesting thing about the IMF. If you go back a few years, towards the end of the pandemic, I felt things were starting to get better. And, the IMF, pretty much told the countries that are struggling, because it's like the bank for the world, right? They said, print as much as you can and then print more. Now, who are they to tell, the Federal Reserve what to do? Well, there's somebody. And this is the interesting thing about that. Why would they say that? That was an implication that they have the banks back. And this was also during the time when they were meeting a lot with Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple, and they're clearly close and tight. I mean, you've got a small, well, it's not that small now, but a non-public company from Silicon Valley sitting at tables with fucking kings. That doesn't happen. It's not a coincidence. So my point is, what he's saying about how the IMF will step in, we're a couple years later, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, why did they tell people to print money, you know, and then print as much as you can and more, and then print more, unless they were from the beginning planning on being there for them. And this is how it happens. Now you know who you are. Now you know who we are. Now you know who you are. My fucking roadies, my dreamers. Hey, and you know, I think September could have some action. I mean, we all know about the party. I can't imagine at 47, 48 cents, you know, that Ripple's going to have a party, you know, for XRP. I mean, they'd get booed off the fucking stage. There's something happening. I know Brad's got some shit going on before that. We might hear something. And I know people are speculating on settlement. I think, you know my narrative. The settlement's coming. And it'll be a good one. So CNBC, Jim fucking Cramer can say Ripple got their ass kicked from a financial perspective. But you know what? Ripple can print fucking money just like the Federal Reserve. Love, like, subscribe. Hope you like this video. Little different format. But you got somebody doing a drive-by. You know? I'm bulletproof. Love, like, subscribe.